What's going on, guys? Welcome to YouGo Tech 007. Now in this video I'm going to show you how hackers can bypass a Windows login screen. As a matter of fact, they are going to change the password for the login screen. So you might be thinking that your system is safe, you can leave it as long as you've passworded the system, but it's not. Always look out for your system in offices, in your workplace, in a cyber hub, and in any place you find yourself with your laptop. Make sure you have your laptop with you or your desktop all the time and you're watching over it because it's not safe. Now, this technique here is applicable to Windows 7, Windows 8, as well as Windows 10 PC. Now, I will be demoing this technique on a Windows 10 computer. So in here, I'm just going to enter a password here, password. As you can see here, let me just click on this. You can see it, password. And this is a fake password. So if I click on this, it's telling me incorrect password. All right. So now I'm going to use that same password to log into the system, as you will see in a minute. So if I click on this here says ease of access. Now it pops, you have this pop-up menu here, comes out. Now this is Windows 7. Now with the Windows 7 is also having it, that's ease of access, that's over here. All right, you can see it, ease of access. Now if you click on it, now you're going to also have the same pop-up. Now this is the problem, because when we click on the ease of access, it executes a utilman.exe. All right, that's why you see the pop-up here. So, but what we are trying to achieve here, what the attacker wants to do is, he doesn't want the utilman.exe to be executed in the process of clicking it. He wants the command prompt to be executed, that is the cmd.exe. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to make a USB drive bootable, or you can also make a CD-ROM bootable. All right, and then we're going to go to Microsoft, and then here we are going to create an installation media for Windows. So for this case, I'm going to use Windows 7, Windows 10. So I'm going to click on Windows 10, and then it's going to take me to this page. So I'm going to click on download now. So what I'm doing right here is I'm creating a bootable USB drive, which I'm going to insert on my victim's machine. All right, so I'm going to click on this. So when you click on download, now this is going to download a media creation tool. All right, so let's just go to the folder, and then we're going to double click on the little application which we just downloaded right now. So when you double click on this, this is USB bypass, so click on yes. Okay, so it's going to bring you up here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is to click on accept. So we're making a bootable USB drive. If you don't have a USB, you can also make use of CD-ROM. So, but make sure it is inserted while you are undergoing this process. All right, so I'm going to click on create installation media for USB or DVD. And then from here on, I'm going to click on next. Everything is good right here. I'm using the recommended standard here, so I'm going to click on next. So the attacker is going to be doing this in his PC, his or her PC, before he comes to your system. So here I'm going to select the USB drive. I'm not going to do for ISO, so it's going to be do USB drive and next. Now this is going to take some process, and it's going to make your USB drive bootable. Now I'm in the victim's PC. So I'm going to insert that USB drive and then restart the system. So the attacker is going to come to your system when you're not around, insert the USB drive, and then restart the system. All right. So when he opens it, he sees that it's passworded. No problem. He inserts the USB drive and he's restarting the system right now. So, and then he's going to press F12 or delete to come to the BIOS section, and it's going to boot from the USB drive which he inserted. So he's going to click on this. I'm using my VMware tool to demo this. So then click on any key to boot from CD. Now this is going to bring up a page, as a Windows page, which is prompting you to do next. So what I'm going to do next is to press Shift and then F10. So Shift F10 pops out this command prompt here. I'm going to make this one larger. Okay, so Shift F10, remember, it brings up this command prompt. So what I'm going to do next is to change where the utilman.exe is, and then to change it to CMD, to command prompt. So, and then the utilman.exe lives in system32. So I'm going to change it to command.exe. So in here, first, I'm going to check the drives that the Windows operating system is installed. So I'm going to do that by typing here wimic logical disk get name. So wimic logical disk get name. So this here is going to get us the list of drives in the computer. Trying to locate the drive in which the Windows operating system is installed. So it is not in D, so I'm going to look at C and then dir to list it. So once you see Windows here, program files, you know that this is where the Windows operating system is being installed. So this is my target right now. So remember that I'm in my victim's machine and I'm doing all this. So next thing I'm going to do here is to change the directory to system32. So I'm going to cd Windows, enter, and then I'm going to cd into system32. This folder here is where the utilman.exe lives in. So what I'm going to do right now is to rename the utilman.exe. I'm going to rename it. So I'm going to say rename utilman.exe. So I'm going to rename it to utilman2, or you can give it pretty much any name you want to give it. .exe. So give it any name you want to give it. So utilman.exe2.exe. All right, so after this, now I'm going to copy. I'm going to say copy copy cmd to utilman.exe. So I'm copying this file to this file here. So once you say file copy, that's it. So you're going to close up this window, exit, and then close this. You won't go further, just X this out of here, click yes, and then this is going to restart the system. So once it's restarting and it's saying press any key to boot from CD, do not press any key, allow it to restart normally, and we're back here. So now what I'm going to do here is to click on this ease of access, and now instead of having that pop-up menu, is bringing this command prompt here. As you can see, we are in the command prompt and we can pretty much do anything we want with the system at this point. Like in this case, changing the user's password. So we want to change the user's password. You can pretty much change it to anything you want. Remember, I tried previously with password, it didn't work. You can change it to anything. You can change it to A, B, C, D, E, F. So, but in this case, I'm going to type here net user, the computer name, which is Maverick, and then I'm going to use password. You can type anything you want here. So I'm using password here, hit enter. It's going to say the command completed successfully. So here we've changed the user's password without him or her knowing. So we'll come in here and then you enter the password here, which you have changed. So here I'm going to enter password, and then when you click go to see it here, password. So I'm going to click here go, and then we are in. The attacker is inside the computer of the victim's machine, and you can pretty much do whatever he or she pleases here, like send an email, like log into a bank details or whatnot. All right, so this is it. Always ensure that your laptop is in your sight. All right, don't leave your laptop, otherwise it's going to be game over if an attacker is there.